Close to home, one of the biggest fundraising events of the year aims to help people with special needs at an organization known around the world based right here in West Bloomfield Township. The Friendship Circle's Walk4Friendship fundraising efforts are underway, aiming to raise $1 million this summer to support their extensive programming. Here to tell us more is the director and co-founder of the Friendship Circle, Bassie Shemtov, joins us on the Splash Live. Bassie, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you on. The Walk4Friendship, one of the biggest events of the summer. It's kind of that last march into the late summer and into the early fall for a lot of people in greater West Bloomfield. It all goes toward a good cause, and that's why there's that lofty goal of raising $1 million during this fundraising effort. Give us the background of why that's the number that the Friendship Circle is aiming for this summer.
You know, every year, every month, there are new programs that have to be started and continued, whether it's programs for our children's division or programs for our You Matter for our teens, or it's a vocational program or life skills for adults with special needs. We turn to you, to our community, to step in once again and be a part of this very special day where we celebrate people with special needs. And that's the time that we say, let's bring in together all of our efforts, large or small, every donation counts, to bring that $1 million so we could continue every day, every week of this upcoming year, the programs that our kids and teens and adults deserve.
And it's really important to note, too, that the $1 million here, like you said, it goes to support ongoing and into next year, these programs continuing, others that may pop up or may be necessary throughout the time. This isn't going into the coffers for a rainy day. This is just the very basics, and I think that's really important for people to understand.
Yeah, it's, if you just come by our camps, we're actually finishing, this week is our last week of our 8-week camp. Mm-hmm. It is mind-blowing to watch the incredible connections and love and friendship that happens between our staff, our volunteers, and of course, our amazing children.
Walk4Friendship.com is the website if you want to make a donation or sign up for the Walk4Friendship Sunday, August 24th, beginning at the Farber Soul Center and then moving all the way over to the Mir Center for a celebration as well. The goal, $1 million. They're just approaching $300,000 in fundraising pledged already as of the time that we're recording this interview. So off to a really great start, Bassie, and I think that goes to show the kind of support that West Bloomfield and surrounding communities have for these programs. You are, as the co-founder of the Friendship Circle, you've had a front row seat to see how this organization has grown and why it's so important to people with special needs and their families all throughout southeastern Michigan. So if you could dive into that a little bit for us and explain how these programs have continued to be not only important to those families, but even more important as our society is complicated in recent years and in recent decades.
You know, I think about our community, I think about West Bloomfield and beyond, our Metro Detroit community, how fortunate we are to have a community that really believes in stepping into the responsibility role of really taking it as their responsibility, their initiative, their charity to say that they want to be a part of it. If a family has a child with special needs, we have hundreds of teens and hundreds of adults that really not only want to come in to be supportive, which we all should want to be supportive and do that good deed. Even more so, they are stepping in because they see the benefit and the beauty of somebody that has special needs. So although the family may have a hard time taking their child, their adult child or their younger child out shopping, out to the movies, out to hanging out in the park, and all of a sudden they have these teens and adults that really truly see their child for who they really are. And that's where we make the community their home. We make the place we make the community safe for their family, for their child, where they know that they belong. And that's actually our motto this year is You Matter. It's really telling each one of these families, their children, their adult children, that they matter. And at the same time, like you kind of alluded to, when we're talking to our teens, the teens of today, they realize that they matter. They are a part of what makes the incredible connection and the safe space for these children. They're the ones that make this possible. And at the same time, it's a win-win because our teens absolutely adore the kids. They don't want to leave. I've had some counselors literally crying. I thought something happened, and they are devastated the camp is almost over. So it's just an incredible win-win situation. And I'm so proud to be a part of it and be able to witness it so up close.
And these volunteers, these opportunities, these groups that have popped up over the years that have become staples of the Friendship Circle, they build these lifelong bonds that have a big impact, as you just mentioned, for the volunteers, for camp counselors and other employees of the Friendship Circle. But what's even more important is if they're building those relationships and they're having those sorts of impacts on them, it's certainly having that similar impact on the people that these services are for. And so from your perspective, hearing from families, hearing from these individuals that are participating and benefiting from these programs, just how much of an impact does the Friendship Circle have on individuals and families with special needs here in Greater West Bloomfield and beyond?
I was at the talent show for the adult day camp the last day last week, and one of our adults stood up and looked at the director of the camp and said, "You are my best friend." And she stood up, and she's not one that usually would talk like that. And she gave her a big hug. You're talking about a mom who shared my most famous saying of, when we walk into Friendship Circle, it's like walking into a big hug. Friendship Circle is a place where our families can finally feel completely welcomed, not judged, and safe, a place where they can really call home. So anybody that has a child with special needs, come check us out, be a part of it. The walk is a place for everyone. Everyone can feel comfortable. It's a real family event.
And you're really encouraging as people are getting out for the walk and doing their fundraising efforts. It's a team effort across the Friendship Circle organization, the West Bloomfield community, the surrounding area, and the special needs community to raise that $1 million. You're taking some creative license in that also to encourage people in different ways to get out and raise those funds, but also in different ways to bring people in and inspire them to take part in this as well. What are some of the creative methods that the Friendship Circle is encouraging in this particular fundraising effort in 2025?
So we've got families doing many different fundraising events, anywhere from lemonade stands to a pickleball tournament to Pilates. We have so many families really setting up their own mini little fundraisers for their team. And we have random people setting up pages. And like I said, large or small, anybody that brings in, every dollar counts. Every dollar is going to add to that special experience for that child, teen, or adult that has special needs, and as well our incredible teen volunteers and adult volunteers that gain so much from this experience. So if you go to walk4friendship.com, you can start a page, you can donate, or just volunteer and be a part of the incredible experience.
Yeah, and they got a leaderboard up there too, a little friendly competition. Also, if you look at it, some of the top walkers, some of the top teams raising tens of thousands of dollars already for the Friendship Circle. The Believers already in the lead with just over $22,000 raised, closely followed behind by Johnson Girls on Fire in a close competition for second and third place with Adult Program All-Stars, both nearing $15,000. These are significant efforts that are being put in by volunteers, Bassie. And what do you think that says about the commitment that the community has to helping this organization and helping the people, most importantly, that it benefits every day?
It's like we have hundreds of partners, of people that truly are passionate, excited, and care just like we care. We have people that truly look at these children as shining stars, and they want to be a part of it. Of course, every single program needs more and more shining stars. So we so appreciate everybody's effort and love having the more partners, the better, to make this world, like you said, a better place. It brings some positivity, good energy, and a little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. So we've got our work cut out for us, and we welcome everyone to join us.
just at the corner of Walnut Lake and Drake Road, Sunday, August 24th. Registration opens at 10:30 a.m. if you'd like to participate in the walk. But the fundraising effort is already underway. All of that information, all those resources you may need to get involved and more, Walk4Friendship.com. And of course, you can also find them on Facebook at FC Michigan. Bassie, before we let you go, this is open to everyone, not just people that are already involved with the Friendship Circle or have family members or other loved ones that are in these programs. So if people want to participate, what do you believe is the best first steps for them to take?
Correct. This is actually a pure free event. We want the entire community to feel welcome, and we encourage everyone to join. It is good to go on. We give free t-shirts. Go on to register at walk4friendship.com. If you could give a donation, that is awesome. If you could fundraise, that's even better. But we want the entire community to join us at walk4friendship.com. Register, make a team, whatever suits you, and come be a part of it.
Have a little fun, too. It's a 1.7-mile walk. You don't necessarily have to be part of the full 1.7 miles, but there's a carnival, there's activities, really friendly people along the way as well. It's great to get involved in that. Bassie, thank you so much, as always, for your time, and best of luck with the Walk for Friendship this summer.
Thank you so much. Have a great week.